How's it going, everyone? Hope you've got a fantastic weekend lined up. We got a lot to talk about. We had the jobs report come out. Mixed day in the market. We're going to dive into that. Not only that, this is our Friday edition of our aftermarket review, so we'll be touching on how we did for the week. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so I said this morning that I felt like we would end up closing up or at least fairly flat for the day. And I would say that we ended up running fairly flat for the day. S&P ended up down just barely at 0.17. The NASDAQ down a full 0.5%, but the Dow was up 0.23%. So overall, kind of flat. A lot of red in my watch list, a lot of green out there. If you're an AMC ape out there, my AMC shares shot up through the roof today. I was happy to see that. I hope they keep running going on next week. In fact, we may even do a little bit of a video and talk about AMC a little bit next week. If you want a video like that, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, let's talk about our plays for today. Now, JP Morgan bought that at $112.50. Just a few minutes after open, we run up over $115, made a solid 2.2% out of that. It traded just exactly the way I called it this morning. Very happy with that. In fact, if you held it a little bit longer, you ran it up to nearly 116. I think it got to like 115.86 or something. So really nice play there. Took a short position on FOBO. I didn't expect to get out of it today. I figured I'd be holding it till Monday or Tuesday. I am still holding it, but we are up on that position, so I'm happy with that. And the other position I called out today was Walmart. Now, I called Walmart out in the 125 range. I picked it up at just over $125, 125.25. If you got it anywhere under 126, you're good. We didn't end up getting as high as I wanted to today. I was looking to get up around 127, 128 range. Didn't happen, so I'm still holding that position. No big deal. I'll hold that till Monday and see how it plays out. Now, I mentioned this morning, jobs report came out, and I said that I thought it was better than I was expecting, and yet the market tanked. So did some more reading on that throughout the day. Watched some other YouTubers that I really respect out there. And, listening to them and seeing what I found article-wise, the reason the market ended up tanking today on a good jobs report was they're afraid that the Fed is going to be more aggressive now. And, the Fed's going to do what the Fed wants to do. But I think just because jobs report was good, I think that it's crazy to think that the Fed's going to be more aggressive based on that. Because I still believe Fed don't meet again until September. I believe that when the CPI numbers come out this month, it's going to show we hit peak inflation last month. The rate hikes are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I think that that is going to be good enough for the Fed. Now, I think the real thing that people was thinking was that the Fed would start backing off and that they'd only maybe do a 0.25% rate hike. And I think that that's ludicrous too. I don't think the Fed needed to be backing off that much. They've come out and said they were going to do 75 basis points. So for me to waste my time thinking they're going to do something other than what they said they were going to do at 75 basis points, quite frankly, is a waste of my time. I'm expecting a 75 basis point hike out of them in September. I don't think this job report's going to make them be any more hawkish than that. I still think there is a possibility they could be a little easier and do maybe 50 basis points. But I never thought, no matter what the job report come out and said, that they were going to back it all the way up to 25 basis points. And that's just kind of my 2 cents, Feel free to leave in the comments below if you think the Fed's doing us any good in the first place. I mean, we could have an hour-long rant about why the Fed shouldn't even exist, in my opinion, but, to each their own. let's get back into the market though. Kind of got a little off subject there. Let's talk about how we ended up for the week. Now, we are still holding our Walmart position. We're holding a short position on FOBO, and we are still holding our Lucid position. We're also up on that position, but it never got up to where I wanted to cash out. So I'm going to hold it over the weekend and see how it looks on Monday. You know, at the very least, all these positions are up. We'll put a stop loss in. We're not going to lose any money, and hopefully we'll go ahead and make some money. We're also still holding, I'm still holding my IMPPs. Now, I know I said I was going to be worried if they dropped under 38. They did drop under 38 just barely, but they ended up coming up and closing above 38 today. Oil prices was rising. Now, I checked the oil this morning. If oil had pulled back throughout the day and we had seen oil drop down to, you know, $86 a barrel, $85 a barrel, with them being under, I would have liquidated my position. However, that didn't happen. Oil actually increased throughout the day, so I'm still holding my positions on IMPP, you know, in case you're interested. So I'm going to be taking all 4 of those positions over into Monday morning. How did we do on the positions we actually liquidated out of? We ended up 14% up for the week ROI. Now, that represents, since I started this channel 10 weeks ago, that represents the lowest week we've had. Now, I come on here, I give you the numbers every morning, I give you the numbers every afternoon so you can keep me honest. You can go back and rewatch every video to make sure that my numbers was right. Check it against the charts. You know, I wanted to be completely transparent. 14% ROI is the lowest ROI we've made in the last 10 weeks. I want you to think about for a moment and do your own calculations of how much money you could make, how quickly you could become financially free, making only 14% ROI a week. I mean, we're not talking about a year here. That's beating the S&P 500 in a year, and that's been our worst week. So I want you to think about that for a minute. If these videos are bringing you any value, hit the like button for me. Feel free to comment below. I love seeing your comments. Whenever you comment and say you followed along, made money on a trade, it makes my day. And of course, I'm not trying to sell anyone anything except for a better future for yourself. I make my living doing this. I want you to be able to make a better living. That's what I'm on here for. So please, help me get that out to as many people as possible. If this video brings you value, chances are it's going to bring your friends and loved ones value. Share it to them. Let me help as many people as I can. That's why I started this video series. It's what I come on here for. I felt like I had a calling. I wanted to give back, and that's what I'm on here for. I'm not making any money off this YouTube channel. I'm doing it all on my own time, and I just want to know that you're getting value out of the video. So leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, you know, share the videos, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Be sure you catch me over the weekend. We're going to be diving into crypto, talking about some stuff, and you're not going to want to miss out on it. So until then, be blessed, and remember, never trade with your emotions, always trade by the numbers.